Once again, we are live. You are in here kicking it with Fletch P. I'm PK1. That's the homie Fletch. How you feeling today, bro?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm good. I'm ready to get to these people and let them know how we feel and what we do and how we do it.
You ready?
Oh, man, I was born ready.
Let me go ahead and start the theme music. This is a song for the day right here. This is a song for the day. This song make you feel some type of way, though. My boy put me on this song last year.
Right there.
You know this, man. I like the way the man get on the track. I don't know what he's saying. I like the way he goes on. Let's go. Once again, you kick it with Fletch P. It's our theme music right here. So we gonna go ahead and jump it off, man. We gonna let the music play in the background. Adam gonna do his thing. Ace Boogie. We live from Bayou Boys Studios,
man. Bayou Boys.
We gonna go ahead and pull it up real quick. We gonna go ahead and start with word on the streets. It's been a busy season as far as words on the street, but we just want to hit the main topics. Let's start with this first one real quick. Let me cut the music on this one, bro. Let's go ahead and start with this one right here. Go ahead.
Alpo Martinez. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but that movie right there, Paid in Full. If you saw that movie, Alpo Martinez is the character that Cameron played. You might have thought that this was just, fictional or some shit like that. But no, this was true story. Alpo Martinez was Cameron. This guy just got murdered on Halloween. He got locked up for killing his best friend, which was what's his name? Mekhi Phifer, Money Making Mitch on the movie, and he confessed to 14 murders. 14, that's what he confessed to. And he made a deal, which they call that snitching, to give up all of his connections, and they shortened his time. He only did 20 years. So he killed 14 people and got out in 20 years. That's a serial killer, man.
So I guess what hit me most was like I came up in a generation that grew up, idolizing Paid in Full because it was like that's where you learn stuff about the G code, like the whole how everything was going over there in the East Coast. That was like our picture in like shows like that, like The Wire. That was like our vision into what was going on the East Coast, right? So I never thought it was really, really a true story until he got released and it was a big deal. Now I got into it with a few of my friends because people were like, man, he just got out. What he came back to Harlem for? And it was like, no, the fact is that he was out for 5 or 6 years.
Since 2017?
Right.
2016, 2017?
And that he had repeatedly went to Harlem. Like some of these pictures that we're showing are pictures of him flossing in Harlem. And my thought was like, I don't claim to be street or anything like that. I know there's a street code, but he was a rat, right? And then I asked one of my, strong street friends, but does it make him like an okay rat? Because he didn't rat on people from New York. Like he only ratted on his opponents that was outside. And then my boy was like, man, a rat is rat. But then the other thing was like the DMV was so close that anyone was like accessible to him if he decided to come back. I thought he was in like Colorado or something. He was in witness protection. Had a whole other name.
Colorado.
You know what I'm saying? So
witness protection program.
It was shocking to me that he would frequent a place where people would recognize not only his name but his brand. And then word on the streets was that he was also still kind of like moving weight, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, this is him on the younger side.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, I went to the next scene. I ain't want to, sneak that in, but closing remarks, bro, because I think it's a closed chapter, but I know everybody's just been hot topicing it because it's shocking, right? It's shocking, right?
So this dude was like, he was glorifying the stuff he was doing though. Like he bought the camera crew or whatever interview he was doing to the place where he dumped his best friend at. He told a story and he smiling. Like I ain't say you probably gonna still smile, but the stuff that he did, like he glorified that. And you live by the gun, you die by the gun. Eventually, it was gonna happen.
But realistically, I mean, the guy really has some fans, and that just goes to give you like a testament of like, how me and you think are two different ways, but how other people think some people idolize this guy. Like, they really was like, you know, if I was in his situation, I would do that. And to those people, I would say, I mean, these are the results, man. You know, like, I mean, it's karma's a mug, brother. Like,
it's real. Karma is real.
I mean, rest in peace to everybody involved. I never want to see a life lost.
14 people.
And I always want to hope for rehabilitation and that people can change, but you don't change if you go back and, you know, you embrace that again. You know what I'm saying? So,
he just couldn't hide away from the crowd. Another thing, allegedly, that somebody said, so it was a professional hit. The bullets that hit through the window, it didn't even shatter the window. It was so perfect. It was like 4 shots and it made like a square.
Right.
Then it was on Halloween, and they allegedly said that truck he was in was for P. Diddy's baby mama. And, you know, I don't know.
I gotta fact check all of that, man.
That's allegedly. It's allegedly.
If you get found on Halloween when everybody and their mama is trying to dress like something else, and you dress like something else, and they find you,
right,
it's definitely somebody knew that wasn't supposed to know, and you know, that's just the way it go. Like, I heard some stuff. I heard it was professional. I heard, like, you know, I read up that, you know, a vehicle pulled in front of his, and, you know, then kind of like slowed down to kind of, you know, make it even more precise. You know, that's just word on the streets. But the other word on the streets is that, you know, he ended up resting, you know, his final resting place was in front of a police station. A lot of people saw irony in that. He was trying to get to the hospital, and it stopped at the police station.
Right.
A lot of people just found a lot of irony to that. So
yep,
that chapter's closed. You know, that's the first word on the streets. You know, fresh off of Halloween.